Yo, it's Arjun here. You're watching Media Spotlight UK. Keep it locked.
Okay, we've finally tracked the man down from Birmingham to London. How are you, Arjun?
I'm good. How are you, man?
I'm good, very well. We were watching you Asia Network Live. We tried to get you. It was a very, very busy night, but congratulations performing in front of like 5,000 people. I know you've played in front of big audiences before, but you were a surprise guest, so how was it?
It was amazing. I did the show 2 years ago when it was in London, in my hometown. This year, obviously, was in Birmingham, kind of like the heart and soul of the Desi community in the UK, I think. So it's a massive, massive crowd. Great to be back on the stage. Obviously, I think it's the biggest show probably in the UK Asian calendar. I think it's probably the most prestigious show. Great to be part of it again, and really, really great audience. Nice to sing a new song of mine, Vaadi, and then come back again to sing Suit with my bro Guru Randawa. Obviously, Punjabi party tune of last year probably. And yeah, great to be on stage with him. I think the first time we've sung together live actually in the UK.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it was a great moment. And yeah, obviously massive Punjabi audience, so I think they liked it too.
They loved it. Now the album, it's finally here, closer to home.
Yeah.
Congratulations. How long was it in the making?
So I've kind of been telling fans for about 6-7 years that my album's coming out every year, kind of semi-lying, and it's never happened. This is the first time I've had a major label behind me. Obviously, signing with Island Records last year. So it's been about 18 months in terms of the whole kind of creative process of writing, producing the album, working with some amazing people from all over the world, from the UK, Europe, America, India. So it's been a really nice experience for me. I've spent a lot of the last 4 or 5 years traveling, touring the world really, and not had much time to really kind of just be at home in London.
Yeah.
And kind of soak up the kind of UK vibes, which is what I was influenced by most when I started out. But obviously traveling a lot, kind of get caught up in the whole Bollywood thing, doing a lot of Hindi fusion stuff. I think it was just nice to be back rooted at home, working on a project like this, and just being inspired by being in London, just having that UK feel to it. I think helped me to write this R&B album, which has kind of been my baby for a long time. Fans of mine who've been there since the start will know songs like Stargazer, Vampire. My earliest songs were pure R&B songs. So it's just great to have that R&B feel come back. So.
You produce music yourself as well, so did you do any productions on the album?
Yeah, so I co-produced 3 songs on the album. I basically realized that I'm not as good as most people who I'm working with in terms of, because that is what they do day in, day out. And there's amazing producers we work with, who just are insanely good. So I think it was a massive learning curve for me as a producer, being able to sit with these guys and just learn all the. I'm a bit of a studio geek, so learning all the techniques of theirs when it comes to vocal production, mixing, EQing little snare drums, all this kind of detailed stuff. I learned a lot, just being around them. Obviously, I think I wrote most of the album. I wrote or co-wrote every single song. And again, working with some amazing top-line writers who work with massive names in the UK. So it's just it's a really, really nice 6 months of just being at home in London. And yeah, it was. I think for me the main thing was to keep that ethnic element in there. Being British Asian, it's quite a unique identity we have.
Of course.
Being kind of this mixture of two worlds.
Well, try and be Scottish and Asian, then you'll see some baffled faces down here. The actual album itself, there's not many features on it, which I like, because obviously it's all about your body of work. Was that intentional, or were you just thinking, I'll collaborate and see what comes naturally?
I think as a debut album, it's important to kind of get across your point of view as a solo artist. We have 1 or 2 features on there. Manifest, who's an Afrobeats artist. Prophecy, who's a Punjabi singer. We have a bunch of collaborations on the remixes of the singles. So I think that will be where we bring in the collabs. But I think for me, it was important just to get across my story, my point of view. So there's not that many on the album for sure.
The video for Vaadi is shot on a rooftop. It looked like a lot of fun. Whose call was that to shoot it there, or where is it exactly? It looks like central London.
It's actually it was shot in London, Ghana, in Africa, and Sri Lanka. We shot it in 3 countries. Yeah, so that was kind of the concept. Actually, the idea came originally from Sway, who's obviously a famous rapper from the UK. Who's kind of like my mentor / exec producer of the album. He was like, this is a very worldwide song, so he likes to be able to connect those those cultures visually. Obviously the song has a very South Indian vibe to it, but has a very world feel to it too. So we thought we'd shoot parts of it in, in Africa, parts of it in Sri Lanka, parts of it in London, and get like a viral dance form. So it's kind of like a bit of like an MI5 start, where I steal like a briefcase which contains, I don't know, a code to a secret dance or something, which gets sent around the world, and then people start dancing to the song. And it's about kind of like one love, we're all the same. Just about being different, but also being the same. I think I think the world is shrinking, and we've seen so many amazing types of music from around the world. We've seen Spanish music, Despacito. We've seen African music, Afro beats, people like Wizkid, Davido. Korean music like K-pop.
K-pop, of course.
So now I think it's our turn to kind of like have a shot again at the kind of mainstream American and UK market. So yeah.
And people, for example, like Bobby Friction, are putting you as one of the head figures. Do you feel any sort of element of pressure, or are you just enjoying it all at the moment?
I don't think pressure. I think it's exciting. I think there's pressure off us, because I think we're the underdogs at the moment. I think no one's expecting us to be able to kind of represent our culture in the mainstream. It hasn't really been a thing for a long time, since the likes of Rishi Rich and Punjabi MC those days. So I think that I can feel some energy in our scene. I can feel like there's a lot of talent, a lot of amazing artists from around the world making great music. I think because of the fact that we're connected by the internet, YouTube and Instagram and whatever else, anything can go viral, anything can work. So I think it's a matter of time before a massive Indian song just kicks off and becomes a mainstream hit.
Island Records, talk to us about the relationship you have with them, because obviously we're speaking about Asian artists, crossing over, hitting mainstream. Obviously this helps things, because obviously they've got a vision that can help you with that. Yeah,
it was a long time kind of in the works. I was talking to labels for like the last 4 or 5 years at least, talking about the kind of getting the right kind of deal, because obviously I've been signed to T-Series in India, who are an absolute monster in India, and they've done a massive job kind of helping me to grow a worldwide fan base in the Asian community. They've pushed me globally, so very, very grateful to them, and I'm still kind of with them for the Bollywood stuff as well. But I thought I wanted a similar kind of company in the UK to really give me that machine to push
that
out
support.
Yeah, I think it was important, both in terms of financially, supporting this, having to pay that many producers and writers, and all the clearing samples, etc., requires a big team behind you. So I think having that, I think that's one thing I've learned. Having a big label it makes things a lot easier for you, rather than trying to do it on your own. The other big things, obviously, they have that, they have the branding, like Island Records. I mean, home to people like Bob Marley, Amy Winehouse. Currently, they look after, I think, Justin Bieber and Drake in the UK. So
massive.
It's a crazy roster. Obviously, it's early days for us. I think my aim is to kind of prove to them that the Asian sound can really, really impact, outside of our scene. Obviously, very, very important for me to be in and amongst. I mean, I feel like I've been away quite a lot the last few years. Been traveling a lot. I've not been in the UK, even the UK Asian scene as much. I think it's important to kind of go back to grassroots. The last few weeks we've been traveling, all over the UK: Bradford, Leicester, Birmingham, Leeds, going to meet people in person. Because I think obviously we're so used to Instagram now. We're used
of
to
course,
selfie,
of
where
course.
we think that that's enough. But actually, when you go into a station or a primary school or college and you meet people in real life, it means a lot more. I think you make that personal connection,
personal touch, exactly.
And I think it's great. I think this album has given me a reason to really connect again. And I think that I've seen touch with a really, really great response in terms of just my peers in the industry and the media as well, in terms of how they perceived it and how I think they can see how much work has gone into it. I think the next step is now to try and push it outside of our communities more to a One Extra, maybe Radio 1 audience eventually. So yeah.
One day, definitely. One day indeed.
For sure.
What's it like having Sway as a mentor? I've been listening to Sway's music for years, as I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
Decipher Productions. It's obviously a strong unit. So what kind of support do you get from him?
So Sway, I kind of Sway, I did a song with, I think 2 years ago, called Frozen. We did a song together. We met through my mixing engineer, who is the same engineer he has as well. I've been a massive fan of his. Obviously, he's a pioneer of the whole UK hip hop scene. And it's just if you meet him, his energy is amazing. He's just such a calm, just really inspiring person. Like, I talk to him for hours and hours, and then like we would just sit and have food and just talk for hours about the world and what he's been through, being Ghanaian and me in the Asian space. And I think just basically he's been like a mentor. He's really helped me to kind of to focus myself and believe in this product a lot. I mean, I think it's hard to where things are going well for you in a certain lane, to kind of pull away from that and be like, I'm going to actually do this because this is what my heart wants to do. I think he's really helped me to believe in myself in that way. He's obviously been very creatively involved. I've worked with his team, Decipher Productions and New Rain, which is his production company as well. We've done about 4 or 5 songs with them on the album. He's kind of like exec produced the whole album. He's obviously put me in sessions with different people. I guess he's like the A&R in the project, so he's been everything.
He's got lots of experience.
Massively involved. Yeah.
Let's talk about the fans. You were talking about that personal touch, the personal connection.
Yeah.
Your fans are called the Arjunators?
Arjunators, yeah.
What's
you should know that, man. You should have that on your bio, Instagram bio, hashtag
exactly.
Arjunator.
I'm an Arjunator now, definitely. So, what's the craziest piece of fan mail, or what is the craziest bit that anyone sent you?
I don't like to call anyone crazy.
Sorry, not crazy. Let's just say beautiful. Let's say beautiful. Crazy can be
over the years. I've been given some amazing things. I've been given guitars. I've been given watches by fans. I've been given a massive book containing photos of me from the age of like 0 to now, which I haven't even seen myself.
Was that a family member who sent you?
No, it wasn't. And I don't know how half those pictures I haven't seen myself anyway. So I thought it was my mum pranking me, but obviously not. So some amazing people I've met over the years, and they've been so loyal to me. I've been around for quite a long time now, for maybe 8-9 years in the industry. So having them still loyal, still being involved is great. I think we've built a really close family. We have fan pages in different countries, and they've all kind of kept that market active for me, and they've been amazing for me. Yeah, for sure.
Now, we were stalking your Twitter, and we had a look. You were doing a recent Q&A.
Yeah.
So apparently you were really good in French and Spanish.
Yeah.
So can you give us any French or Spanish?
Okay, which one?
Well, give us some Spanish. I think the Spanish, it's a great accent. It's a beautiful language.
Okay, quiero bailar todo.
What is this?
I want to dance, that means. Quiero bailar.
Okay, and something in French.
Moi, je peux parler un petit peu en français, mais j'ai tout oublié parce que je... That's enough.
Oh, that was beautiful. Whatever he said, what did you say?
I used to know French, and I've forgotten most of it.
Well, he's damn it. Well, actually, how would we know if you're any good at French?
True.
But
someone might watch this and be like, "What is he saying?"
We'll take your word for it. And art, you were good at art as well. You can still draw. Do you still?
Yeah.
You still draw?
Are you gonna make me draw now?
No, actually, yeah. You can draw on the camera.
So actually, I did an interview with Blue Peter at Asian Network Live, and I drew. What did I draw? A turtle.
Right. Why a turtle?
A Teenage Mutant.
Oh, right. Okay, I was just a random.
Specify. No, not just like a tortoise. No.
Right.
That's like my party trick. I can draw a turtle in like 10 seconds with my eyes closed. I can draw Michelangelo.
You know what? Once we stop rolling the cameras, we're going to get you to do that.
Okay,
we'll
fine.
put it on our Instagram.
All right.
We'll sell it off as fan mail. Dark chocolate. You're also a fan of dark chocolate.
Hey, bit of a stalker. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
You know too much.
Sorry, there's not this. I was the one who created that album as well with all those photos with you in it. But dark chocolate, so many benefits. I love dark chocolate. Why do you love dark chocolate?
I love chocolate, milk chocolate,
Yeah.
but I'm not allowed to have it. Obviously, well, I'm allowed to have it, but
Is that a management decision?
I stopped myself from having it because obviously it's just for obvious reasons. But dark chocolate obviously is a lot healthier.
Yeah.
And some obviously benefits in terms of I don't know, like it helps your skin or something.
It
There's a
does.
doctor over here somewhere.
And I'm up and close and personal. He has great skin.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, he has great skin. I was also doing a bit of stalking in your bathroom there, and I saw that you've got some good hair wax.
Yes.
Is that like
your hair looks good, man. You're fine.
Thank
chilling.
you. But how long do you spend on your hair?
Not long, and I have evidence because actually, when you were downstairs, I was still doing I did my hair.
Well, that's why you never came to the door then.
By the time you came up, my hair was done. So I bought
right, because we were waiting for about 10 minutes, and I was like, Samir said it was here, but I think I overheard him saying, "Oh, just let him get his whiff together."
I heard that you couldn't open the door or something.
That's also a rumor as well. So you can't. Lastly, you had a dream to be a cricketer. Was that right?
Yeah, I still do.
Would you be a bowler or a batter?
All rounder, actually. I mean, I used to be a batsman.
Okay.
More so at school. I kind of used to bowl like medium pace in swing. Kind of like first change. Are you into cricket?
No, that sounded like
mean
Spanish to me right now. That's like speaking French again.
Okay, fine. So for those of you who know, yes, I used to bowl in swing, kind of like gentle medium pace, and I used to bat kind of either opening batsman or number 3. And I was quite a very technically correct batsman, but I was quite slow. I didn't score very fast, so not exciting to watch, but very technical. And I used to kind of steer the ship as a kind of like an anchor in the team.
Okay, right. Well, so many sides of Arjun there we've covered there. But the album Closer to Home, it's out. People go and get that. This man is representing for the British Asian scene.
Get it legally on iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, Google Play.
Shout out management as well.
Shout
out the team.
out to Tash and Samir, holding it down. At X Natasha X and at Samir.
There we are. Twitter handles.
Pointless plug. I'm PRing my own PRs. I don't know why, but it's all good. It's all good. Anyway, much love. Follow me too at Arjun Artist, and get my album iTunes, Spotify. Not to MrJut.com.
Send them photo albums as well. Yeah.
Freedownload.com. Go get it from iTunes.
The man said it himself. Thank you.
Thank you, man.